Hello and welcome to the next game Google Play recommended me, which is Shop Heroes by Cloudcade. This is a game in which you play the shopkeeper and sell stuff to heroes. You see those guys? Yeah, they want to buy stuff and pay money for it. Why? Yeah, there's a delay when you make stuff. You have to wait a few seconds before you can sell it for some reason. Well, anyway, what this game is? Well, this game is you select your crafting slot, you select what to craft, and you get a timer. And that's what you'll be doing most of the time. You also you have these heroes and you can send them missions from your inn. And free crystal. Okay. So maybe that works now. Last time I played the game that didn't do anything yet. And the NPC wasn't here. Yeah, they can break their stuff. That little red broken shield icon means that. And you can repair it for crystals. Okay, so there on the right side you can see the resources, which you can collect by tapping either on them in the list or the resource bins that you build in your shop. And of course, that's what you're going to use to craft your stuff. Yeah, okay. And you can also suggest for your energy, the red hearts, to sell other stuff to them. And they're always accept, but you can only suggest stuff they can use. And sometimes they want to sell you stuff. And you can equip them with gear. And it shows you what they like less, what they can use. And bam, now it's equipped and she's a bit stronger. Okay, what else is there? There's the city scream. Okay, it's kind of like a guild, but you have your own to begin with. You can't be without the city. If you leave your guild, you'll lose the other players' investment, and your buildings will be downgraded to what you invested yourself. You can invest gold or crystals. You probably shouldn't use crystals on this unless you're you're going Veil. But anyway, you upgrade the buildings by investing in them, and various buildings have various benefits. The town hall unlocks the other buildings mostly. Some buildings are unlocked from others, like the foundry is unlocked by leveling up the iron mine to level 10, and that produces steel. So there are resource buildings, there are the hero buildings. Some hold one hero for now, some multiples. As you level them up, they'll increase the max level of the hero. Sometimes you get new heroes. What else there is? There's the castle. That's like a guild hall type of thing. It's yeah. There's guild raids, city raids, where you send your heroes on missions associated with city raids, and they bring back the rewards, which you use to further this little counter up at the top, which unlocks rewards for everyone in the city. But the castle has to be leveled up to get the better rewards. Okay, let's go back. And your investments will follow you to other cities if you join another one. Or your solo city if you just leave. Okay, what else there is? Very so you can discount or charge more. That's energy management. Your energy, as far as I noticed, does not regenerate with time. And you need to use it to, well, you don't need to, but you will probably run into situations where you just want to get rid of your stuff and you want to suggest your heroes to buy stuff you already own instead of making new ones, even if you could, because your inventory is limited. And you'll be crafting a lot of some stuff because there's this system of mastering an item. The more you craft, its price will increase, it will unlock new blueprints, it will reduce the resource cost, and then its quality will increase, which means the minimum quality. So it will be at least as good. It can be better. The craftsman. These are your employees. There's a tab. There's quite a few kinds of them. And they each have 2 skills, plus mastery. At least the basic guys have 2. How it works is these 2 skills, all these, reduce the time it takes for items associated with those skills to be crafted, while mastery increases the chance of creating a better quality item. So it's basically critical chance. Yeah, the spin, the obligatory roulette wheel that seemingly has to be in all free-to-play games these days. And it usually isn't real. Just it's only visually real. Oh, yeah. Back to the wheel. If you don't... Well, there's a streak bonus. The more you roll, the better the stuff you can get. And the more stuff you can get, more gems, more gold, more stuff, better quality items, stuff, and yeah. You got what I'm saying. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, back to the inn. Show you the quest. There's a bunch of them, each for different resources, and the city raid. Yeah, bring me stuff. No. Bring me stuff. That's that. Send them, and when it's over, you get this. You get the resources, it shows if they broke anything, and you roll which ones special loot you get. That can be gold, that can be items, that can be keys to the chests or logboxes or whatever. That can be gems, I think I saw once or twice. Yeah, discard. Don't. Okay, so there's this daily goal system. Gives you a goal every day. And gives you these fragments, and at the end of the week a treasure pouch that can contain some loot. The blueprint fragments you can turn in with this guy, and you can get special blueprints for them. Then this, well, on every 7th day with the dailies, you get a treasure pouch. That's the same as these chests, rolls for loot from a loot table, which has some blueprints, which, as far as I know, can be gotten elsewhere, or resources, or items. And the pouch is similar to chests, but doesn't require a key. The chests require keys, different keys for different chests. Wooden key for wooden chest and stuff like. There's this also trading system, which allows you to trade stuff. You can put up offers, so you can put up items for sale, or you can put up requests where you can set a price and say, I want to buy these for that much. That's pretty much it. Trades, and you can upgrade the slots. You can upgrade also the quest slots and the crafting slots. But trade slots, you can offer a request more stuff, and you can cancel your trades anytime without penalty. The game told me that if I cancel the trade, I would be unable to use that trade slot for 3 days without the upgrade. But that wasn't the case. I could use it still, but I think that will eventually change. and they will eventually implement this. And okay, so slot upgrades. After quests, your heroes need to rest. And if you haven't upgraded your slot, then they will only start the rest timer when you claim the rewards. And the upgrade makes it start whenever they complete it instead. So you go to sleep, they do their stuff, you come back, they'll be rested up. While without the upgrade, you'll wake up, you claim the rewards, and then the timer starts. And they broke stuff. And that's the loot pouch which comes from the dailies. I didn't get it. Yeah, this card now. Anyway, the heroes break a lot of stuff, and there's one thing I didn't really like. I understand why they did it. Basically, there's no real involved gameplay in this. So the whole game is pretty much a big progression system. And I think they did this, that you have to equip them yourself to beef up this progression system. But I just have preferred if you know, they used what they bought from you. Okay, so slot upgrades. Back to slot upgrades. Some items don't have prerequisites, they only need resources, but others do. And for example, this healing potion needs health vial, which is a lower level potion. And if you saw that I just could craft it instantly with the upgraded slot, without the upgraded slot, you have to craft, of course, the requirements first and then craft it when you have them. With the upgraded slot, you just need the resources and you can craft them. And at first, that's not really annoying, but because, well, you can craft those pretty quickly, but later on, it can become kind of crazy. See, where is it? For example, this one needs another knife, which already has prerequisites, and I can't even craft it like I did with the health potion, where you can craft from this dialogue, because you can only do that if you already have the prerequisite. So I'd have to make this, which already requires a knife, and then when I have the knife, I can so it's a pain in the ass basically to deal with the non-upgraded crafting slots after a while. And slot upgrades is basically the only thing I've found so far in the game that can only be gotten with crystals. So, or, well, the blue currency, crystals. Yeah. What else? What else? Oh, yeah. This is where you buy your stuff. You can decorate your shop. There are ones that cost gold. They are along by leveled up. And there are ones that cost crystals that increase your energy capacity too. That's... You see, you look at numbers, it seems to be a pretty big advantage, but it's not really. I mean, so far I could always get enough energy for it to be manageable, even though the higher level the items you recommend, the more energy it will cost. But I haven't run into problems with that. And you can also upgrade your counter. Oh yeah, upgrading the stuff. So you can upgrade the counter to increase the energy capacity. And that's how upgrading works. All the stuff you can upgrade, but you can only upgrade one at a time, and the higher level it is, the more time it will take and more money it will take. And okay, more important stuff than I could. These are racks. What these do is increase the energy you get when you sell an item of that type. These can also be upgraded, and they will... they're pretty significant. Without racks, sales give you 1 energy each. These start at 3, and they increase pretty significantly. As you see, at level 3, it's only +7, so they're important. But you have... Okay, let's go. Storage. These increase your inventory, and you can see there's a limit to each, but it would take a lot of shop upgrades to have the maximum amount of everything. These are the resource bins. They give you resources and increase on the rate at which you generate them. How? Okay, so the buildings have, depending on the level, an output of resources, and you get that as many times as many bins of that type you have. Yeah. Also with the buildings, when you invest in them, there's an instant boost, you see. And now I invested and I got 7 iron. But there's also a collective boost, which in this case is regeneration rate, so production basically. Everyone in the city gets this. And resource buildings increase their output. Hero buildings give a power boost to the heroes who live there. The castle reduces mission time, and the town hall makes upgrades cheaper. So, yeah, this is where you can use the city fame, which we have 10 of. So, yeah. Yep. So you can upgrade your buildings with this, which makes them better, a bit better. And back to the city. No. This is where you can search for other cities you want to join or create a new city. This is where you can check the members of your city. You can see how much they invest in the city and all these stats, and you can vote for them in hopes of making them mayor. What else did I want to show? Yeah. So the crafting slots. Upgrading, as you see, that can only be gotten with crystals. The new slots themselves, as you level up, can be bought with gold. Same for quest slot. Same for trading slots, and same for the most important slots, and the one the game's actually stingy with, the worker slot, because, well, the skills are needed to craft certain items, and I should, by the way, fire my carpenter because his skills are overlapping. So if I fired him, I wouldn't lose any items I can craft, because the druid has the woodworking skill, and the William, the blacksmith, has the weapon crafting, so I'd still have access. And I could hire someone with arts and crafts, which would open up a lot. A lot. But that's one of my issues also, because overall, in most aspects, spending crystals just speeds you along in a game that is so far not very competitive. There supposedly will soon be an arena where you can send your heroes to fight other players' heroes, but the workers, basically, if you don't spend a lot of crystals on opening worker slots, you'll have to wait quite a bit before you can craft everything. And on the other hand, you have guys like this who do a bunch of stuff, have more than 2 skills, or him who has all the crafting skills. You buy this guy, bam, you can make everything. And of course the gems. So, what else did I want to show still? Okay, the gold prices. This might seem a lot. Million. Level 24. That may sound even more. But so far, I've experienced that when you do the last upgrade and first spot the gold required for the next one and consider the gold you make at that point, it seems ridiculous. Like when I was like level 10 or something, and it was struggle to get together a few thousand gold, and game was like, oh, by the way, get 100,000 by level 14. Maybe it's 18. Yeah, by 18. Yeah. No, doesn't matter. Point is, it seems far off, but by the time I actually got to that level, I had it easily. So the pacing seems scary when you just look at it at first, but in the end, it seems to work out pretty well. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, upgrading the shop. That's one more important thing. It increases the size, of course. You can put more stuff in there, and you can have more heroes in there at the same time. So yeah, but that's pretty much all of the game, I think. Yeah, there's a chat. Yeah, your heroes do have their personal quests where they need other heroes and some items to do it. These take a pretty long time, and there are two kinds of abilities your heroes have. One is that unlocks with levels, and the other unlocks by doing these personal quests. These will make them stronger or make back them bring back more items or decrease the chance of breaking their equipment, and these guys sometimes give you mission. They tell you they need X amount of 3 different items with varying quality, and they'll give 3 rewards for them. And you get complete one kind, you get in the end 1 item, and or crystals, or a key for a chest, something like that. And you complete you give them all from one kind of item, you get 1 reward for it. And if you do not do all 3, you have to wait for that timer to expire before you get your rewards. If you do all 3, you'll get it instantly. I don't think there's anything else of interest I could say. I think that's the game, and then waiting for timers. Of course, I could be wrong. I probably haven't seen everything the game has. Oh yeah, fuse. You can put a few items in this and get possibly a higher quality item. Yeah. So that's it from me for this item, or for this game. I guess see you in the next game.